Shalom, ladies and gentlemen. I am about to show you how to make an excellent cup of coffee, because coffee is something that I am passionate about. So, let's get started. Come on. I just never know when it's recording. It's supposed to make a beep sound. Anyways, so yes, I'm in another location. I keep changing locations. I moved because things are happening in my kitchen with the family. So we could record in the kitchen, but we have a lot of added sound effects. So this way you can hear me better. It's a little darker in here, but yeah, let's get started. So first things first, as you can see here, I've got a measuring device here. You may have one that looks like this, or you may have one that looks a little different. It's got the 1 liter, up to 1 liter on this side, and the 4 cups on this side, or 1 quart. So I think this is handy to have the measurements, but you can also just kind of go by what you see and really what your preference is, because with this we're going to put milk and cream in it, or half and half, خبزي بخبزي بخلاف. And this is for like a, well, how do I say, I guess more like a latte, brevet latte, but it's not going to be your normal, sorry, it's kind of messy. It's not going to be your normal latte either. So this is my special. You're going to find out my special tricks here. Now, if you prefer just milk in your coffee, then just get out some milk. If you prefer just cream in your coffee, just get out your cream. It's really up to your preference. My favorite thing to do is to have a little bit of heavy whipping cream. Mix it with half and half. But I'm out of heavy whipping cream, so the next best option is half and half and milk. Okay, now I have this here for pour over coffee in my coffee filter, and I got my nice clear cup here, so we get to see the coffee being made in action. And I have this. Most of you probably for your coffee have this. I actually don't know how much this is. I think it's more than a tablespoon, but slightly, a little more than a tablespoon, I think. I think it's 2 tablespoons. I don't know. It's kind of funny. I really have no idea how much this is. I compared it to a tablespoon, and this is slightly bigger, so that's why I'm like, but then again, it could be the shape. Anyways, so this thingy here is, I just got this for my birthday. This is a milk frother. It's got this really nice mesh here, which captures the air, but has, there's, and like it captures the air and you have pressure. Boy, like I can't really scientifically explain this, to be honest, but it does have something to do with catching the air, making pressure, and as a result, you make your nice fluffy milk or cream without needing any electricity. It's all manual. The thing is, though, you do get a workout here, because like basically you're gonna see me doing this for a long time, and it's really not that bad. But I like to heat up the milk before I do that. It kind of adds something to the cream in terms of, well, it helps if you don't want cold coffee, but also, even, I think anyways, I personally think it helps with the making a nice fluffy milk there. But if you are making cold coffee, I would just go then with not heating up the milk, and we'll get to that in a second. So what else? Okay, so for my coffee, actually, I'm getting ahead of myself. This, I was telling you, I got this for my birthday. This is brand here. You can probably find this at most stores, coffee or houseware stores. But if not, another thing that works really well is Another thing that works really well is if you have like a part of your blender, you know, the little mixing blender, you take that out, and I know this is a trick that I use anyways. I use that and I just blend it with my own hand. You could use a blender as well, but I just blend it by hand with it really fast. And maybe I'll have to make another video of that to show you. So you don't need this handy dandy tool, although it is a really nice tool to have. But with whatever you have, you can make some nice fluffy milk or cream, okay? So, now, I'm going to stop this because I lost my train of thought. And we're back. So here we go about the coffee. I'm going to be using Mommy coffee. This is Puerto Rican coffee from Puerto Rico, which of course is amazing. But I might be slightly biased because I am half Puerto Rican, so yes, I love Puerto Rican coffee. It just happens to be one of the best coffees, you know. And of course, I've had some amazing Turkish coffee, Israeli Turkish coffee as well. But I love Puerto Rican coffee and also Ethiopian. This bag is empty. I have a little bit left in here. This is amazing. This you will only find in one place in the world, sadly, but if you ever get to go there, Revo Cup, they actually roast their beans there, and it's this one in particular is called Ethiopian Sidamo. It's really great. I mean, I'm the kind of person that I only have coffee with, like, I only have it with milk or cream or something. I don't have it black, but when I had this coffee, you can have it just black because it's so good. Like, it's such a great flavor. It's not too bitter, you know, or bitter really. And actually, well, okay, so some people might really like bitter coffee, and maybe that's your thing, I guess. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Some things about that actually, depending on how you want your coffee, smooth coffee, bitter coffee, because there's actually some tricks there, even with the coffee itself, how to do that. But yeah, so those are the coffees I use. So yes, let's continue to get started. I guess we did get started. Right, come on. So this I got slightly damp on the inside of the coffee filter. Not wet really, just slightly damp, because if you get it too wet then it kind of caves in and it makes it a little tricky for this. Now this is pour over style. I also have my handy dandy coffee pot there, and you can do that as well if you prefer not pour over, but this is how you get a really rich flavor. I mean, my coffee pot does a pretty good job, I'd say, but this is good. So if you've never had a pour over coffee, you know, I really strongly encourage you, or I don't know what the word is, yeah, encourage you, advise you, recommend, there we go, recommend to you to do this. I'm going to take my Puerto Rican Mommy coffee. Oh, it smells so good. Oh yeah. Can you smell it? It's just like the most amazing smell ever. Okay, so I can't really hold on to the camera too well and do this at the same time, so I'm going to sit you guys down here for a second. Okay. Wow. I don't think you can't see the top of the coffee here. Well, I'll get a shot of you. So a shot of this. So here I have this one, right? Remember? And I'm gonna get 1 scoop. Okay. And you're gonna just fill that up to the top. You know, you don't want it to be too overdone, and you don't want it to be too less. So I don't know if you can, so see, I just have it all the way up to the top, nice and even, no more and no less. And I'm going to place that right in here. So what I like to do at this point is I kind of like to try to evenly push it in there. It's really good, I think, if you have slightly more towards the middle. slightly more coffee towards the middle, but pretty even. I mean, a little, like I said, a little more towards the middle, but just kind of press it down in there. Okay, that's good. Now, the next thing is you're going to want to have hot water to pour over this. You do not want it to be boiling unless you want a bitter cup of coffee, okay? So, because if you have your water boiling, hi again. If you have your water boiling and you pour the water over the coffee, you're gonna burn your coffee, which is great if you want a bitter cup. If you want something a little more smooth, I wouldn't recommend it boiling. I would recommend it to be just before boiling, so extremely hot, but not at boiling point, okay? So you can, if you want to do that over the stove, you want to try the microwave. We have really hot water here that actually gets to that temperature, not boiling, but close to it. So that's what I like to use, just the hot water from our water source here. We're on well water here, so yeah. And as far as how much, I would say it depends on your preference, how strong you want your coffee. I like mine to be pretty strong, so I will probably, but I also kind of go by give or take. So as I'm pouring over, I like to start with more than I really need and kind of go by that. So first, I'll probably start, I'll put a cup of hot water in here, and then I'm going to pour over slowly. And I might not use it all, but you'll see what I'm going to do, okay? Alrighty, so I got my nice hot water, not boiling water, because I really don't want a bitter cup, but it's very, very hot. And I'm going to slowly start pouring over my coffee here. Oops, you want to make sure that you're, un momento, por favor. You want to make sure this is on here straight so you don't knock this over, like I almost did. Okay, so here we go. And I'm just going to do that nice and easy, not too slow and not too fast. And I'm going to wait a little bit after I poured some in there. Okay, so I'm going to kind of adjust this a bit. You can hear the coffee. It's coming out pretty weak right now, but it's going to change. You'll see. I'm moving this so that I can pour again a little bit, but pour in the places where you didn't, like the water didn't really reach. So here we go. I'm going to just kind of take that around. Okay. Oh, it's getting a little stronger now. Okay. And again. So it's just basically a little, a little time. Get all the edges there. See, it's nice. Now, one of the things I just noticed is my water did not get very hot. So I'm gonna actually get some more hot water, and I'll get back with you. Okay, so I added a little bit of more hot water on there, and as you can see, it is still dripping. It's got a nice rich color to it. I love that. Love to see that, and it smells great. So while that's going, I'm going to start out now with the best the best part of our coffee. One of the best parts of our coffee, the cream, the milk and the cream. So I'm going to set this here so you can, oops, oh, it's wet here. That's probably not a good idea. So you can see what it is that how much I put in here. I'm going to go by the cup side. We got 1/3, we got half, and it also depends on if you're making just 1 cup, you don't really need a whole lot, but it also depends on how much cream you like. So if you like a lot of cream, maybe you're gonna want more. If you like half of your coffee to be cream, and so forth. So it's really preference for me. I like it to be not half. I like it to be maybe 1/3 of my coffee. So I'm going to go for well, I'm going to go for about I'm going to go for half. So half a cup. Okay. And I'm going to start out though with just a little bit of half and half, and then the milk. So here I've got, whoops, can't see it, my half and half, my cream, and then I'll do the milk. So got about just a nice thin layer at the bottom, maybe just a little more. I like it to be pretty creamy, but nice thin layer. Okay. Kind of running low on cream. Now, milk. Leche. Okay. So hopefully you can see this. It's just a really thin layer of cream. I'm gonna put more milk in there. Ooh. So there's about half a cup there. So more milk. Yeah. Okay. So now I'm gonna put this. I like to use the microwave. You can use your stovetop. Stovetop actually is really nice, but I like to use the microwave. So, well, it gets done quicker anyways. But I do like stovetop as well. So I'm going to heat this up. I would say for about not a whole minute, maybe 40 seconds, 50 seconds. So pretty close to a whole minute, but that's just because that's the way my microwave is. Your microwave might be a little more powerful or a little less powerful. You kind of just have to keep an eye on it. Okay, so I'll be back. Okay, so I'm gonna check on this. There's some steam, which is a good sign. Kind of like to stir it. We're actually back in the kitchen now. For a little bit anyways, I think. The family is doing something. So we'll stay here for a little bit because there is more light. I feel that it's better for you all, but if we have to move, we have to move. So here's the cream. The milk. Hi. It's brighter here. I can probably see my expressions better. I have such great expressions. Anyways, okay, so, now, here's this fun thing. Now I'm going to put the nice hot milk in here. You can see it's like a stainless steel. Yeah, just I've got that much. And I'm just going to put this on here like so. And I'm going to do this, which I actually need 2 hands for because I need a hand to hold this. So I'm going to put you right here so you can see about how long I do this. Of course, probably not this. So it's kind of noisy. I do this for a while. For like not 5 minutes, maybe like 2-3 minutes, and I check on it. Okay, so I've been doing this for a while, and you know, you can see, well, at least I think you can see, nice, rich, creamy look in there. It's pretty fluffy. If you want it more fluffy, you know, you can just keep working at it, but this is pretty good. You'll see when we put it on the coffee just how nice and rich it is. It's beautiful. Okay, next step. Alrighty, so we've got our cafe and our cream in here. So what I'm going to do is take this off there, in here, and just going to lift this up. Kind of shake off some of that nice fluffy cream. See how nice and rich and thick that is. Whew, it's beautiful. And I'm going to pour it like so. Oops, I want you to see this. So See the magic happening here. Isn't that beautiful? This is just the way a cup of coffee should be, in my opinion. It should look as good as it tastes. Taste as good as it looks. So hopefully it will. Yeah, I don't want to miss anything. Okay, so now you can see how beautiful this is. Mine, it wasn't a real strong cup this time, but pretty good. This coffee, it's got a bold punch, bold flavor. So now you get to see me trying it, I guess. I don't know, I guess most of the time that's what you see in the cooking shows. You see in the cooking shows, I always like taste it. It's good. I haven't gotten the coffee yet though, but the cream is amazing. I taste the coffee now. It's good. It's really good. I'm sorry you can't have it. Well, yes, you can. You can make it for yourself. And I also know how to make this into a mocha. If you like mochas, you like chocolate in your coffee. It's basically the same process, but when you're steaming or you're heating up the milk, you add your favorite chocolate in there. I like to add my favorite chocolate, dark chocolate bars personally, and then with the milk, you kind of stir it with the milk and just the same process but with the chocolate. But I can also do another video on that if you're interested. But really, it's the same thing with the chocolate in there. So that's it for now. I'm going to enjoy my delicious cup of coffee. Shalom, shalom, and thank you for watching. L'chaim.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to this video.